And just like that, we have another one. This is a Ford Explorer. I believe it's a 95. Don't quote me on that. Here is that. I'll look and see what year it is for you, just out of curiosity. Usually you can tell the years just by looking right here on this thing. It says it's a 2000. Yeah, 2000. Wow, I was off. Weird. Anyways, so I'm doing a water pump on this vehicle. As you can see, I've already rushed the process. Move ahead of you guys. I removed the air box. It's sitting over there, right there. And I removed the 2 bolts right here, little 10mm bolts that hold the shroud on. And now I have to just take that right there, that bolt. I have to get that off to get this clutch fan off. And then I can take this shroud and the clutch fan all up at once. I'm gonna do that. All right, back with your dirty ones. And there she is off. It wasn't easy. It was quite of a pain in the butt, if you ask me. Got it all off. Got the tensioner belt off. I had to use this tool right here. It only comes with this and this, or this. This is mine. And I have a serpentine belt kit, and it comes with the fan clutch kit too, but it's only for GM. So I had to go get a Ford set. I'm not big of a Ford person. I don't mind working on Fords, just don't work on them that often. I'm more of a Honda, Chevy type of person. So anyways, clutch fan's off. Serpentine belt is off. That kit is kind of self-explanatory. One thing sits over the four. I'm gonna put my hands down. One thing sits over those bolts right here, and then the other one is able to turn this big bolt. So you just, turn the one way and the other one the other way, and it busts real easy. It wasn't even that tight. It was kind of irritating because I was banging on it so long and nothing happened. Anyways, so yeah, tensioners right here. Release the tension from the belt, pop the belt off, make sure you got this here so you know how to put your belt back on. If not, draw something so you can. As you see, my hands are dirty. I'm gonna get back to work. I'm in a time frame today. Right here you can see, this is the new one. I put the bolts in there so that I can see which ones I need left. As you see, I only need 3 bolts to pull out now. I'm gonna go ahead and pull those 3 bolts out and then get my gasket set up, and I'll show you how that process works too. Okay, and we're back. And as you can see, I have the water pump out. Let me see if I can get a better shot down there. There it goes. And you can see where it was leaking really bad. Just dumping out. And there's our water pump set up. You see where the bolts would go. There's the other one. There. Okay, get them all. Okay, and old water pump. This is the old water pump. Looks horrible. You can see where it's leaking on the bottom really bad. So I transferred the hose over. The one hose, this small one, which connects to right here up top, just so you remember. And then I got my gasket. Put some thermostat maker on there. I'll let it dry for a second, and then I will reassemble the. I'll let it dry for a second, and then I'll reassemble the water pump. Basically, you just put in the bolts hand tight, and then you go add like a spider pattern and tighten them down. I would say somewhere between like 8 and 10 foot-pounds. It's really not that much. It's very easy to over tighten it, so don't do that for sure. So when I get it back together, I will show you the finished product. It's basically put it back the way I took it off, but I will run it through a little bit, both steps by step, just to show you. So, all right, finished product. All put back together. As you can see down there, belt tensioner and everything. Belts on. Clutch fans on, shrouds on, everything's bolted down. I just have to put the air cleaner back on, and we'll be done. Not gonna lie, the hardest part was putting the clutch fan back on, only because you have to hold the clutch. This shroud has to stay there, and you have to hold it while you spin it and keep it pushed against this. A little difficult. Just took some maneuvering to get my hands in there the right way. Of course, you know, they got to get dirty in the process. But it's done. So I'm going to go ahead, put the air cleaner back on, get the radiator filled back up with water, start the car, let it run up to idling temperature. Okay, there, finished, done. Filled up the radiator, let it run for about 15-20 minutes, let it get to idling temperature, making sure there's no leaks or nothing. The water you see is I had to bring a water hose in here to actually fill it up because there's no other way to. I don't have any buckets or anything. Whatever. Anyways, it's done. I'm going to pick up the customer so they can get their truck. Okay? Keep your hands dirty.